Good morning, Manjunath. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm fine, thank you. Hope the same with you.
Yeah, very good. And I think you did the workshop with me on 30th April 2018
2018 in
in
Coimbatore.
Coimbatore.
Yes, yes, sir.
Tell me, what prompted you to do the workshop?
Sir, basically, I'm a chartered accountant by qualification, and from the beginning, I was interested in figures, in data, in analysis, and so that's the reason I took chartered accountancy.
Mhm.
So I looked at it from one angle. I was always looking at it from the company perspective, from okay, how is the company working? How is the company performing? How is the company making profits, etc., etc. Then during along the way, I also started thinking from a general layman perspective, from an investor perspective. What do they look at in a company? How does the common man look at a company performing? And then this led me to the stock market also, because I saw that when the private channels started coming up, TV channels, I saw a lot of discussions, and by the TV channels, as well as people joining in those discussions and giving in their points of view. And I wanted to see, okay, and I got interested basically from that, but from both perspectives, because I was looking at it from a company perspective. I also wanted to look at it from a common man, and this led me to also look at stock market, because I saw the stock market. I've been seeing the stock markets in 90s when it was paper driven, and then when it became more technology driven, that also fueled my increase or interest in it, to see that yes, I can. As I said, my interest in figures, my interest in data, my interest to see trends, my interest to see other people, how are they uh, sort of analyzing the figures, how are they analyzing the stock trends, etc., etc. So that led me to look at stock markets and start from a from a very small beginning. I started looking at it. That led me to this particular area.
And how has been your trading experience before joining my workshop?
I was never doing any trading, frankly.
Okay.
Trading, I was only doing investing. I kept investing in stocks, and I would forget about those stocks. I had to remind myself, okay, what stocks did I hold? But then, as I said, when this online uh, sort of e-platforms and online trading started, that started my uh, that started my interest in it. And I've got now 26 years in the industry working experience, but last 4 5 years is when I started really looking at trading as a sort of a way to keep. I look at it from two angles. One, to see how I could always keep myself occupied, plus also how I could look at trading as a profession itself. Because over a point of time, you are going up the corporate ladder, and then you start plateauing, or you want to look at something different. That was the time when I started looking at trading, because it there was an alignment in what I liked, what my interests were, and what the trading as such was offering, in terms of, as I said, in terms of analysis, in terms of sort of how things moved, trends, etc. That is the reason it sort of.
In fact, I must confess to you that there are students of mine who have been heading organizations in the corporate world, and they're planning for retirement, and they learn this method even at this age and have been very successful, making money each day in trading alone. So you're not the sole case, but there have been many people who are doing that. Corporate heads learning from me and trading to make money because they have the spare time now. They're basically very intelligent. Some from the army retired. So there are many people who are doing this. Now, this time of pandemic, People are going to lose jobs. Salary cuts would be there. Sometimes if the salary cut is there, you're working the whole day, but you still the money is required. So those traders, some of them have started learn and make money in the evenings trading commodities market right up to 11 o'clock. So this becomes, yes, an additional source of income, sometimes a second source of income, sometimes a primary source of income. So yes, trading is a profession, one could do it. I'm glad that you've done it, and you have actually approached it methodically. I'm glad. I wish many people could do this. It's like a skill that has to be learned, and you have learned that. I'm told that you're doing very well. How are you doing? Tell me, trading point of view. I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you come back? How are you doing it? How are you doing now? Now it's okay. Yeah, please. How are you doing? Trading perspective.
I was actually working till 5 years back. Now I'm an independent consultant. That was the time when I actually started trading. But I will admit that I'm not still doing it on a daily basis, but I am trying to do it at least 60 to 70% of the trading days. I'm trying to sit and trade. And my success percentage is increasing. And especially from the time I have attended your ATM 1 and ATM 2 courses, my earlier to that, there were more lows than highs. But after attending your ATM 1 and also your ATM 2 courses, I am seeing more highs than lows. The percentage of lows are coming down. Maybe because I'm trying to, as I said, I'm trying to see myself or push myself to approach it in a more disciplined way. And sometimes, as you keep on saying, keep your emotions out, look at only what is happening on that particular day. I might read a lot of business papers or watch business channels before sitting down in front of the computer. But when I am sitting in front of the computer, I'm only looking to see whether I can follow your whatever you have taught me during those ATM 1 and ATM 2 courses. And due to that, I will say that my low days percentages are coming down, my high day percentages are going up.
Okay.
But as I said, I'm still trying. I'm still not doing trading on a daily basis, but I'm trying to see how many days I can perform.
Manjunath, let me tell you, it does not matter whether you trade 1 day or trade 30 days, just doesn't matter. But the day you trade,
Yes.
just follow the rules, and if you make money that day, it's good enough.
Correct, sir.
I'll repeat what I had said in the workshop: trade what you see, not what you think.
Correct.
Trade the markets, not the forecast. Trading is only about making money, nothing else. Just focus on the rules, the methodology. Making money or not making money doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Money will be made over a period of time. As long as you have one green day every day, you will have a green week. Whether you trade for 1 day or 3 days just doesn't matter. One green week, every green week will be a green month. Every green month is a green year. So at the end of the day, you're making money that's good enough at the end of the week. So do you consider yourself a profitable trader?
As I said, I'm getting more and more profit. It's becoming more and more profitable.
Yes.
As I'm trying to, as I said, before ATM, it was not. Before I attended the courses. After ATM, initially I was still in that pre-ATM mode, but if you see, I still keep the books that you have given me, and I keep referring to it. Maybe not on a daily, but at least weekly, once or twice. I keep just refreshing because human beings tend to forget. But I'm trying to refresh my memory of whatever what questions they asked during my course, and what you keep saying during your refresher days that you take. And then those profitable days are, as I said, profitable days are increasing. The percentages are increasing.
Yes.
Number of days.
So you're better off. Any changes that you observed in your life after the workshop, based on what you what you went through in the workshop? Any positive impact that you
I
see?
just one thing I'm seeing is the what I've learned in the workshop. I'm trying to implement that in some of my other professional life also, because as I said, I'm an independent consultant also, and there I'm trying to see how I can keep my emotions in check and approach it in a very more professional manner, do my homework, come back and maybe sometimes write down, okay, what happened during the meeting, how did I sort of react to a particular situation during the meeting. So that those sort of things, I'm applying it in other facets of my professional life also, and that has helped. Whatever you taught me.
I'm glad. I'm actually glad that you are that you're doing well, and you've taken it positively, and you've done my 2 workshops. And you, oh,
Yes.
I also remember that you attend my refresher workshops that I do regularly, the support
Yes.
meets. I'm glad. And you feel, do you believe that this trading has to be learned or the skill has to be learned? And would you recommend that people learn the skill? Because would you recommend that?
Yes, I mean, definitely, I will recommend people to learn. Some people are, it maybe it comes naturally. Some people have to acquire a skill, but only by learning will you acquire it. Even if you are naturally bent, by learning you will refine it. And if you are not naturally bent towards it, by learning you will acquire it. So I would definitely, as a, I mean, advise or tell other people to learn it. It can be a profession. It can be a very paying profession. It can be a very satisfying profession also.
I must confess to you that in my 67 years of life, I never knew how to make tea. But in this pandemic, I learned to make tea. So even a simple thing as making tea had to be learned.
Correct.
But people
Yes.
approach trading without learning and they lose money
Correct.
the hard way.
Yes.
I have a feeling that I'm a pilot. I have learned to fly an aircraft. But that everything has to be learned. And trading
Yeah.
is not that simple. Even that trading has to be learned if you want to be profitable.
Yes.
If one if trading is not learned, chances of losses are 99.9%. Very rarely there are born traders. We have seen that in the data. So to my mind, trading has to be learned. The skill has to be acquired. Either you acquire on your own or you acquire it from someone who knows it. Because
And you
it's
have
a
to
skill.
hone it on a daily basis. Yes, on a daily basis, you have to hone it and keep refining it and keep working on it. Yes, because it's an ocean out there, sir, and it's fascinating, frankly.
It's
And
fascinating. I'm
more,
glad you
the
used the
more
word
we dive,
fascinating.
yes, yes, it is. It is. And how much ever you learn, you think it is not enough. और कुछ है, और कुछ रहेगा, कुछ और कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा क्या? You keep thinking like that. So that's what pushes me, frankly, in this particular profession. That's what pushes me, because I started late. Let me be frank. I also started late. Maybe if I
What
started in my
what
20s,
what was your age when you started?
45 or 46. I'm
46,
52 now.
52. Can I tell you, I had lost all money in the markets. I went to buy medicines for myself and I had only 10 rupees. The chemist asked me for 12 rupees. My age then was 47.
Okay.
So you had an advantage. You have an advantage of 1 or 2 years before me you started. You started at 45. I started at 47. I'm in front of you. Now, if I can make it so big in life, can you imagine what you can do? I had no, I
Absolutely.
mean, I did it. That's it.
Yes.
I did it. I had no choice.
Correct.
At 47, I did it. You started at 45. So you have 2 years advantage. Don't think it's too late.
Yeah. When I say too late, I'm thinking that maybe I could have started in my 20s. Maybe when the as I said, when the electronic sort of trading started, maybe even I should have been there at that point. But then I I started I mean, although I'm a chartered accountant, I needed the money to run my family, so I was totally focused on something else. And then now when I am able to look at other things, and for 20 years I did only that. I didn't look at anything else. I was just focused on my career. 20, 25 years, in fact. After that, now I'm trying to see how I can diversify, keep my mind always alert. And this is something which really keeps me fascinated. I guess.
So what do you trade? Stocks, indices, commodities? What do you trade?
Mostly indices, sir. I look at only
Indices.
indices.
Try trading
And
commodities
very,
in the
very
evening up to
rarely,
11 o'clock.
yes.
It's open up to 11 o'clock, commodities, Indian commodities. So you can start trading commodities. Even for the 2 hours, if you get the time, just relax, watch it carefully, and you'll get trades there.
Agreed.
Okay.
Very rarely I do stocks, but mostly commodity, mostly indices. That I do.
It doesn't matter. Money is money. Whether you make from TCS, Infosys, indices, or commodity, it doesn't matter. The technique works, the method works. Money is money. That's it. We should not worry where we get the money from. As long as we get money. Because trading is only about making money.
Making one. Yes. Agreed.
Thank you. Thank you, Manjunath.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Pleasure
It was
meeting
nice
you once
speaking to you.
again. We met in Coimbatore in April 2000, 2018, 30th April.
2018.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm very happy to meet you again. I'm happy to see that you're doing well in trading. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Do
sir.
attend the
Pleasure is all
seminars,
mine.
workshops.
Sure, sure. Sure,
The support
absolutely.
meet that I have,
Yes.
do attend those meetings.